Wow.
Well, welcome to another episode of Anyways the pod. Happy Friday, everyone. That's where we are at. See that is where we're at.
Yeah, the week has been a little bit nuts.
You can hear it, can ya?
Not too much.
It has been a week.
It's been a month, if you will.
Yeah. Actually, but I will say I feel like it's been a very positive week, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like, good things have happened.
Yes.
But it just has, like, I feel like, wow, it's Friday.
You know, good things always happen.
Amen.
You just gotta look.
Wow. Blessed be. You know what I mean?
You just gotta open up your eyes.
Yeah. Well, why don't you kick us off?
That's it.
Wow. From our sage here,
Yeah.
Hondo.
Okay, well, life update. We should use a timer. Do you want to
Oh, yeah. And also pop culture, which we know.
Oh,
yeah. I feel like we've all been at least accosted this week.
Well, now that Coachella's over, it's
Yeah.
Stagecoach time, which honestly, I've always wanted to go to Stagecoach.
Have you?
I'm a country guy.
Boy.
Okay?
Country boy.
Country girl, shake it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, come on. Get into it. Record deals coming your way.
I have wanted to go to Stagecoach for so long. I don't know if I'm just waiting for, like, the perfect quote-unquote lineup or...
Your friend literally just sent you a thing that they're going.
I know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I do want to go. I grew up on country music. I love country music. That's my jam. Sorry about my stomach, guys. Promise I'm not pregnant.
Don't push it in. There you go. Yeah, hug it. Hold up. There you go. That's nice.
We're getting comfy today. Jesus Christ.
You know what this means on a show when the actor has a pillow always over their front.
Yeah.
You know what it means.
Yeah, next, Che's going to offer me a glass of wine or something, and I have to go,
I'm actually not drinking.
yeah. And
What?
then it's...
You not drinking? Crazy.
Yeah.
Are you fucking my name?
Janet. Yeah. And then I'm like...
Yeah.
Okay, we were waiting to tell you guys.
It's always the same in every single show.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wait. Oh my God, it just hit me. You didn't have drinks at
Yes.
dinner.
Yes.
You've been feeling sick.
Are
Yeah.
you? No.
Yeah, and they're like lactose
With
intolerant.
Tom?
Yes.
Amazing. Wow.
Okay.
So Stagecoach.
Yeah,
You just
Stagecoach.
haven't gone.
I gotta go.
Gotta go.
You know?
There's a piece of hair.
It's definitely on the bouquet list, if you will. You know?
Love that.
So that's on there. But what were we saying before with because music?
Pop culture, Miss KP is really afflicting us all.
Oh yeah, because you were saying we've been accosted. Now that, just like with music, I feel like in general the past few weeks, it's
been a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on. There's a lot of very like angry collabs, like the Tate McRae and Morgan Wallen collab. People are
Oh yeah, I think I
angry
read something
through the
about
roof,
that.
which like fair enough because Morgan Wallen's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare. And so now people are really...
But I do love Tate.
Right, but now it's
very
like...
unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, but also too like people forget like she's from Alberta.
Alberta.
That's
Canada.
country.
Oh really?
That's country.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's part of Canada. So like there's like that whole thing, and then if you haven't had this across your timelines, you will now. I've had this morning alone 6 videos of Katy Perry and
Kicking off her tour.
kicking off the door in Mexico City, and someone commented, "How does this look so over the top and cheap at the same time?" And to that, I say yes.
I say correct.
It is so out of control. Like, everything about it. Literally, you will just hear this.
I will say I'm so conflicted because I have like a few friends that are on that tour with her.
Oof.
And you know, I want to like support and
Totally.
like see the best in it and be like, you guys are amazing. But I have seen a couple clips. One got sent in the group chat. Listen, when clips get sent in the group chat,
No.
you know, something, a whole discussion is about to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, but a clip got sent in the group chat, and I didn't know how to feel about it because I wasn't sure if she was joking in this clip or if she wasn't joking. And I'm like, did she choreograph that herself? Did the choreographer allow her to do that?
Yeah.
Or like tell her like, and then you're going to do this. And just to give you context, if you see any clips out there, it's the part, I guess, of the show where she's like shaking her butt.
Oh,
she
yeah.
turns around, she shakes her butt towards the audience. She's like, whoa, I'm like, you know, funny and cool. And this is wild. And then I guess two dancers come next to her, lift her so that she can do a Vogue dip.
Oh, that's my friend literally texted me about this morning, and I was like, "You didn't send it to me." He's like, "I was saving your eyes. I was trying not to ruin your morning."
And it wasn't good. And I was just like,
She did a death drop.
Did she tell the choreographer, like, I want to do this? Or was the choreographer like, oh, and then we'll have two dancers lift you and then drop you into a dip?
Like, so crazy. And again, everything looks like I'm just confused head to toe. I'm confused with the wardrobe. What's going on? I'm seeing hair sizzle. Why is that back? And then the choreo. And then, so let me just, this is like what I'm seeing. You guys will just hear this. It's just been so many things back to back to back that I'm like, and all this just like come up in my FYP, and I'm like, what is going on?
Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you mine. We're going to drop this in so you guys can join along on the fun. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh.
What is this choreo?
I don't know. What's happening?
What is that?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, not the workout bum
Everyone
shake.
goes crazy.
Not
For
the
what?
workout bum shake.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. What is that? See, you say she looks bored.
Uh-oh.
Not the death drop, the death drop, not the death drop, the death
It's
drop,
so
the
bad.
death drop.
It's so bad. She's not
Look at
flexible
her
enough.
face. Her face is crazy.
She said, let's go.
She said, let's go. She's stuck in place. She's stuck in place.
Oh my god. Why is she getting up like that?
The tired get up is the walk, the pedestrian walk. It's the pedestrian walk. You see what I'm saying? She seems bored. She literally seems
Jay,
bored. This is just
the whole choreography.
What was, and why does she look like?
What is she doing? What is she doing?
The alligator is crazy.
The baby shark is insane.
Baby shark, thank you. It's just, I'm sorry, it's levels of insanity that.
Actually, watching it again, it must have been really late when that was sent to the group chat or something because I didn't know it was on that level.
Like it's so.
No, I'm genuinely concerned.
That's what I'm saying. I cannot understand. Especially, remember, he's a professional dancer, so now I'm just like, how does one let that happen?
I don't know. Watching it, just the facial was like shark bite, and then she was down in the dip for like 3 8 counts, and then go. Yeah. I'm like, no, you go.
Yeah, get up, mama.
Yeah. Let's go. Go where?
Like you're literally like down
in this awkward position.
Remember she looked up first. The first one
she, through her legs, she looked up and goes, "Are you guys? Did you guys see that?" And then grabs the mic and goes, "Let's go." What? What?
I cry every time. It's so annoying.
Through the legs. Like
I cry I try so hard every episode.
Guys, if I was in the pit for that show, I would have been like jaw on the floor, concerned, and been like, what do you do after that?
I know. I mean, also, yeah, like the pit people, the angle they're getting is crazy. The angle is crazy that they're getting.
Yeah.
They're like literally getting the full.
They're like, woo! And then it's just like, crotch.
Yeah.
And then it's like, let's go. And I'm like, where?
Where are we going?
You get up and then let's go and tell me where to go.
Like, you baby sharked me and then wannabe death dropped and got stuck. Like, and they said, let's go.
No, but I think she like chose to stay there.
She did.
That's the concerning part.
And then it was like the get up
It's
was like the
woo!
yeah.
Like I'm gonna like relish this moment, and it's like not a moment to be relished.
And it also too like it was like the non-twerk too, because it was literally like an 80s running like
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. That's why I'm like,
I'm
did
concerned.
she choreograph it, or was the choreographer like, oh, and then like 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then baby shark 7, 8. Like,
And okay, not everyone's a dancer, and I think that is so fair. Not everyone has to be a dancer. Okay, cool. Know your strengths. And if you're not a dancer, let's not do weird comedy bits of like baby shark. Let's do something else.
exactly.
Like there's so many other things that you could fill space and time with.
But that's why artists have dancers
Yes.
on their tours,
Yes.
music video shows, whatever, is because they're not. Or you get really cool like things to put content wise like on the screens. You can have like cool lighting stuff. You can have special effects. A lot of people use like lasers.
Yeah.
Like there's like a way to make your show look cool.
Yes.
And I just feel like, to help excite the audience, because maybe your dancing isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
But maybe you're standing still and then two dancers are just like fucking
Eating
it up.
around you.
Yeah. But you on the floor for 3
like-
8 counts?
Like Sia. Sia does full stadium tour concert. That girl literally stands with a wig down to here.
True.
I'm entertained the entire time.
Yeah.
She's not moving.
I mean, the vocals are great though.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, she's literally not moving. And I feel entertained.
Yeah.
Not that I've been to a Sia show, but I wouldn't be opposed. I've seen them on YouTube and I'm entertained.
Yeah.
So like, you can have it,
Oh, for sure.
and I'm just like, something is going on. Someone commented, I think she should have stayed in space a little bit longer, or someone said she stayed in space too long because now upstairs is a little bit rocky. And honestly, fair. So that just was like a kiss to the end of the week, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been like that. That's like been all over for pop culture.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah. But on the plus side, Lord Summer is here. Lord dropped her new song. What was that? She's back, baby. It's been 4 years. I'm a big Lord girl.
Oh,
Love
yeah?
Lord. She dropped it very NYU style, I will say.
Okay.
In Washington Square Park in New York at like midnight. All the fans came out. She like pops up in the middle. And she's very like, what was that? Very like, because like Lord's like very like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's her thing.
Yeah.
And it works for her. But it's good. And I'm excited for this album.
Okay.
Because it's been years. And she like wrote a letter to her fans, which I didn't even know about. I just saw this on TikTok, and it was basically like the last time I dropped a song, which was Solar Power, which admittedly wasn't my fave.
Okay.
It's fine, we all have it.
Yeah.
But she's like, I was just not ready to be seen or perceived for the last 4 years. Like I'm going through something, and basically the song is about, when you're 18, 19, 20, you're feeling amazing. The world is at your fingertips. You feel so good. You're young, you're hot, whatever. And then you hit 25 and you're like, oh, this is what the world is. And from 25 to 30, you're like in your Saturn return, and life feels just like really hard. And that's what she was saying she's experiencing.
Oh.
Or she experienced now. She's past that. Now she's ready to like be back out.
Okay, I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, and then it was so cool. And it's like so specific to New York culture, where like after she performed her song, she left, whatever. All the fans stayed, and like everyone had these big speakers, and they're running through the streets and like singing Supercut and Ribs and Team through the streets of Manhattan. And that only happens in New York. And it made me feel like miss home so much. If you don't know, I moved here from New York. And it would never happen here. But it was just such a moment. I was like, oh, the community in New York is so special. And it's one of the many things that makes New York so special, that would just happen. And everyone, like, you don't know anyone. You just go to this thing, and like now it's 3 a.m. and you're all singing in Washington Square Park together, vibing,
Yeah.
It's so fun. And it's so special.
Okay.
So,
Now I'm excited to listen to it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not like a huge Lord fan, if I'm being honest, but there's like some songs I might like bop my head to.
Yeah, she's a good writer. That's the thing. She's a good songwriter, and she's
Yeah.
got great people on her team. She's got very clearly as good producers, because she has a very specific sound. Like you
Yeah.
always know when it's her music.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fair.
So, yeah,
Okay. Well, that's our life updates.
yeah.
What else? Do we have any other updates?
Well,
Just a crazy busy week.
yeah. It's just
Staying productive.
yeah. I read 2 books this week. That's my.
It's getting colder in LA,
It is. What is going on? It was like hot for like a second.
which it's about to get hot again.
Which dang, I gotta get an air conditioner because it's gonna be tough for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to get into the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Is that
I
hot
got
for
a
you guys?
I have it. Well, it's like not really hot for us, but I got a fan. You'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
just
true.
have to learn how to stop her.
Yeah, how are we going to film episodes? No, I'm just kidding. In the heat.
In the heat.
Well, you know what's new?
Tell you it's new.
I finally got my tax return.
Oh yeah, so did I.
Oh, you did too?
I did, and then I had to pay my. Which also, can they not just subtract what you owe, so you don't have to like get paid and then pay back what you owe? Just subtract what I owe
you
from
got
my
a
refund.
tax return, but then
I
you
got a
also owe
refund,
money?
but I owe money. Yeah, and also have a refund. So just subtract it, babe.
Yeah, you're like,
Simple math.
well, you're the IRS. You should be able to do math.
You see what I'm saying? But we also like, isn't it like defunded or like they also fired everybody? So I guess at that point. that
Okay,
makes
well,
it kind
here's
of
the
tough.
thing I was going to say
Okay.
is finally, after 8 weeks, I got my tax return. I first hit up my accountant like 4 weeks after my tax appointment. And I was like, usually I would get my tax refund like a week or two
Yeah,
after the
it's
appointment,
really
you know?
quick.
And she was like, well, because of all the changes and all this, and the shifts and everything happening at the IRS, expect it to take 8 to 9 weeks. And I was like,
Dang,
what?
dang.
And so, long story short, finally, after 8 weeks, she was right. I
Wow.
finally got it. It took 8 weeks.
That's crazy. Mine just took 2.
Guys, what? I was like,
And the
hello?
worst is like, it's not even that much money. You're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
just give it to me.
It's not like I'm waiting on $1 million. Like, can you just give me my little, change so that I can get an oil change for my car?
Dude, that's so real. I just got one too.
Yeah, like I just like little
Expensive.
things. I'm like, I'd rather not tap into savings.
Yeah.
Like, can you just give me my
Our
money?
registrations, dude.
Oh my god, I had to renew my car registration.
Ugh,
I need
still
an
need to do
oil
mine.
change.
Yeah.
And you'll be happy to hear this. Now I have a little bit of extra cash to get my Oswala.
Owala.
That.
So slightly confident in
So
that.
if you've been following our episodes, on another one we mentioned that I'm probably going to be a reusable bottle kind of guy.
It's been what year are we in? But yes,
Who knows, honestly, with all of
you
these
should go today.
these different policies.
We should cut in a clip of us of you getting it, and we'll add that in.
Wait, where can I get it at? I was just going to order like online.
Yeah, you can order online.
Okay. No.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
not doing that, but you can order online.
Yeah, I was thinking about just going to the website and then
That's great. Giving right back.
do
to the
they give
company.
did on the website they have these little things too? Oh.
But no, you can also get these at like TJ Maxx
Oh, cute.
and like Ross before they close. Ross is bankrupt, you guys. Every
No
Ross
way.
nationwide is closing. I'm not a Ross girl, but I hear the Ross girls are freaking out.
What? Wait,
That's a
Ross
new
is
pub-
under the umbrella of like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
I think all Maxinistas are losing it right now.
so. It's just Ross so that they could
just
save
Ross.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah,
and
because they
Marshalls.
gotta save. They have to save the Maxinistas. How can
If
they
that
not?
goes,
You want to see a riot? That's the real riot. Is the Maxinistas finding
Yeah.
out their store is gone? The amount of content that people make just about going to TJ Maxx.
oh really?
Oh my gosh! What am I gonna find? What am I gonna find? Yes.
And they find like name brands,
they're
designer
like Juicy
brands.
Couture, but it's like, and like Juicy's cute. Don't get me wrong. Like I would love Juicy, so like relax everyone. But like they're like so excited about it, and then I just see like all these like little search. It's like TJ Maxx hobo bag, and people are freaking out about a certain style bag I had no idea that the culture was so deep and strong
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Maxinistas.
They've developed a whole
It's a community.
yeah.
It's amazing. So I told my mom this morning, She was deeply upset.
About Ross.
Small town.
I think
That's what they
their
got.
tagline. What is their tagline? Dress for less.
Dress for less. Yeah.
So everyone's gonna have to dress for more now.
Yeah. Although something else I did see is that now with all like the tariffs going on, that all secondhand stores are going to start doing really well because people are obviously they're not going to be buying from the Sheins of the world and the Amazons of the world, whatever. They're not going to be able to buy because the tariffs are gone up and obviously things are more expensive. So people are going to go back to secondhand purchasing, which I've never left. As you guys know, I'm a big thrifter girl and obsessed, and everything in my life is thrifted.
I was thinking about that too. That like with all the tariffs, that there are going to be more like hand-me-down purchases.
Always, yeah, secondhand. Yeah, for sure, which is so exciting. It's going to be really, and because this is my life ethos, is you never really need to buy anything new, and I truly believe that. You can find anything secondhand. It may take time. It may take a lot more time, but I always find it worth it. And I think I love, like, the find. I love the search.
Yeah.
I know not everyone loves that, but, there's a lot of apps that will help you find things, but you really never need to. We overconsume and make so much stuff that you can find anything new within, like, especially if it's like electronics or if sometimes even like furniture, you can find it like 2 months after it's been out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I think actually
Which,
really
if
good.
it's anything that resonates with me now, that my mom used to yell at me growing up, is take care of your things.
Yes. Take care of it. I'm a big, like, especially with clothes, get everything altered and find a seamstress and patch up your holes, fix everything. But that also means you have to go from the start buying quality first.
Yeah.
Don't buy cheap stuff. I mean, you should still get that altered and fixed, but like if you want it to last and you want to take care of your things, buy high quality goods.
Take care of it, because you can either sell it
Yes.
later down the road, somebody looking for secondhand stuff.
Exactly.
And or when you are the purchaser of secondhand stuff, you are hoping that this person took care of their things.
Exactly.
So that you're getting some quality things when you purchase it.
Exactly.
And the world keeps going around. So that's honestly something I've thought about recently. I'm just like, wow, my mom had a right to yell at me.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, this is why we can't have nice things. And I'm like, that rings differently now.
Yeah, especially exactly. Like,
And we can't have quality nice things because I didn't care.
Yeah. But now you're older, you're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, this is a good t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or this is a really good couch.
Yeah.
I'm going to vacuum that.
Always vacuum couch. Another thing that's been going on, I really feel like it's a very sexy time. I just like feel like it's like the air. Like there's like sexiness in the air.
What is...
I don't know. I just feel like this would happen a lot in New York. Like spring happens, and all of a sudden you have like a new lease on life, right? Everyone looks cuter. You're like, oh my god, I didn't even notice my neighbor. Like that's so crazy.
Okay.
Because it's like getting warm after like 9 months of cold and gray.
Yeah.
You like see people in a whole new light. But I don't know. Stars and Moon girlies, tell me if like this is a true thing. But I think right now it's just like a sexy time in like the cosmos.
Or is it just like a mind expansion time, like you're seeing things for maybe what they really are? Like maybe your neighbor has always been cute, but now you're just...
they're not. But
oh, yikes.
Yeah, that was New York, not
Well,
here. But
oof.
I don't know. I feel like it's a very flirt. Like I don't know. I just feel like recently people have been very flirty, which is really cute.
Like you, or just you're noticing
I'm
everyone?
receiving it. I feel.
Oh.
I feel like I noticed. I'm like, was that a little flirty? Were you trying to say something there?
Okay.
You trying to get me to say something? You know?
Okay.
You don't feel that? I feel like I've talked to everyone's like, it does feel flirty. The air feels crisp.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, guys flirt with me, no.
Oh.
Can't say I have.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
also, I'm super busy. Yeah, so I just like don't notice it, you know?
Yeah. And I'm just being like overall, like I'm not like no one. I mean, the door's not being knocked down. What I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I just feel like everyone just feels very flirty.
Yeah,
and like,
but people are coming around the door.
well,
We don't know if they're knocking,
honestly,
but they're there.
I thought on like earlier this week, maybe there was like one of those moments where like, could this possibly become like a little thing?
Okay, we love that.
Friend through a friend.
Uh-oh.
Blind
Blind
but like,
dates.
not even a blind date. We were just hanging out, and
Yeah.
then I was like,
Was it the classic, oh my God, you would love my friend?
No, it was like we were all hanging out in like hanging out with a friend, and then I just noticed. Mind you, I'd like seen this person before, and I feel like I'd seen this person before. Confirmed I had seen them before, whatever. And then I was just like, like when you see someone, you're like, okay, whatever. You don't even think about them ever again, and then you see him a second time, and you're like, wait a minute, are you like kind of cute? But you didn't even notice it the first time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've had those moments. I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah. It takes like 2 or 3 times and you're like, huh, I didn't know you were cute.
Yeah.
It was like one of those.
Well, especially too, I'm very attracted to like a good sense of style too. So obviously if you're wearing something super fashionable, like whatever, the second or third time we hang out, then I might notice you a little bit more to be like, oh, that's really, like, that's a cute fit. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Is that a cute face?
That's a cute face.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, wait, I'm kind of, hold on.
Or then if you say something like intelligent or kind.
Funny.
Yeah, or funny.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, that's a cute sentence.
So your grammar is cute.
Yeah, well, that was cute grammar, you know? So I'm like, wait a minute.
So it takes, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Those little things that like help emphasize. That's not the right word.
Or
accentuate.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Period.
Sorry.
And so it was like one of those where I was just like, oh, wait a minute. You may be attractive.
You're like,
just like the math, like all the math behind me. I'm like, hold on. And then it's just like one of those things I was like, oh, okay. And then I noticed it. And then obviously once you like notice someone's attractive, like the whole time you're around them, you're kind of like moving with the.
Once you like see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah. And so everything was like chill. Like obviously like no one knows whatever. But then a number was exchanged.
Oh,
but
you got the
dig. Well, here's my thing.
Digis.
Right?
Okay.
Is for me that counts as nothing, because if you want to, you would. If you want to text someone, you will. I do not want to be texted every day. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good. Be busy. Have a job. Great. But show some intention. You know what I mean? So whatever.
Wait, you're saying getting the number isn't like the end all be all. What are you going to do with it?
Well, first, I don't get numbers. I get asked for numbers.
I give.
Yeah.
I give numbers. And
sparingly
sometimes,
and rarely, to be fair.
Sometimes in the wrong order. You figure it out. Crazy. Just kidding.
And so they asked for info on something that we were all talking about, like in this like group, and I was like, oh, like I know about this, whatever, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I thought this is how I thought it would go down. I knew about this thing. I have info on it. I just thought, oh, they'll ask my friend, the friend that we have in common, for my Instagram, and they'll just like DM me. I'll send them like a couple links.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
Here
you go.
what
Happy
I thought
hunting.
was like kind of hot. All of our friends sitting in a circle, and they go, can I get your number so you can send me that? I was like, not asking for my number in front of all the friends.
Yeah,
and
in
it was
a
like
circle.
It was like kind of quiet because we were all like doing something. So like, we
Oh,
kind of
it was bold with a capital B and a capital
And
old.
I was like, okay, so confirmed hot. That was just hot just in general.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, okay.
And then now the pressure's on you though, and the ball's in your court because you're like, everyone probably heard that. It's a little quiet. Everyone's probably looking, and I'm not gonna be like, no.
That's true.
Oh, you thought you were slick and walk away? Like what? Then you look like a jerk.
Yeah.
So then it's like, all right.
Yeah.
So one, it's kind of attractive, but then two, it's like, well played. I
Yeah,
have to give you my number
honestly,
now.
That's so true. Because what would I have said? I mean,
Yeah.
me being me, I've probably been like, no, I can DM you. But
Yeah.
like
I'll give you my Instagram.
Yeah, but generally, the person would have to you would have to give them
Yeah.
because like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever.
It's like proposing to someone in front of your family. What are you gonna say? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh!
That's crazy. I'm just crazy.
You say no if it's not right.
Yeah. Make sure you know it's gonna be
Say
a yes.
no. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Before you
Honestly, kind of a
propose.
nightmare. Don't do
I
that
can't
in front of
imagine.
my friend.
Well, I have heard stories, of women being like, "Oh yeah, I said yes," because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like,
and then later you go, no.
everyone has their phones out.
Yeah.
Everyone's recording, and
Yeah.
they're just like, "Yay, happiest moment."
Horrifying.
Yeah. So, well played on his part.
So we'll see. I mean, I don't plan on anything, whatever, but you never know.
You do never know.
You really don't.
That's life.
Yeah. And of course, it's like, well, now it's one of those things where it's like you never see the person, even though you're friends with the same person.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have a moment, you're like, why do I see you all the time now?
Yep.
And then you have that weird thing of like, well, we texted once.
Run into them at the grocery store.
No,
And
literally.
it's like, you again. Isn't that a movie? You again?
Yes. So, I don't know. That's how I've been feeling. Very flirty, very fun. Another big thing, which we missed, we need to talk about, is Sinners.
Oh. So good. So good. So good.
That's enough.
Oh. That's fair.
It was literally like, I went to go see it with my friend. I left with my mouth ajar.
Okay.
I had no words. Like I said in the caption, I had no words, yet so many words and thoughts at the same time.
Thoughts. Yeah.
It is phenomenal. And there's so much I could say about it. Like, I've been listening to a lot of like reaction podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Because there's so much historical element, so many historical elements to it that I also wanted to learn, like what I didn't know. It's just so well done, especially as like a Black creative, but also as a Black person in America. I felt so seen in so many ways. There's so many parts of the culture that he brought into the movie that is really only talked about within Black spaces, and it's obviously very normalized within Black spaces, but you don't really get to see it too much on a big screen, almost unless it's like within comedy.
Oh, okay.
Like within like a comedic sentence or something like that, or like it's like a very quick reference, and then you kind of move on from it.
Okay.
But it was from top to bottom phenomenal, and like, you know, no movie is 100% perfect. There should be criticism in every movie, fair enough, whatever. But overall, fantastic. I love that it was the first time a female DP ever shot in IMAX.
I read something about that.
That type of like amazing that he's such like a film nerd. Like, he wants it to be seen in a very specific way, and he has like this TikTok going through every different size of the film and what you'll see in this aspect ratio and what you'll see in that one, what this type of grain looks like, and how it looks like you can reach out and feel like the character. It's just amazing. And obviously the story is original. It's original IP, and it was inspired by his uncle who died.
Oh, okay.
Who loved the blues, loved like a sports team. So I was like kind of like just one of the three things he loves. And the other thing is like, I think he's from the Delta, which is where where it's being filmed. Something of the sort. But just phenomenal. So phenomenal. The music's amazing. Like, the acting, phenomenal. I know, honestly, I was so impressed by Michael B. Jordan. Okay. Because we've all seen movies he's been in. Yeah. But I do feel like he plays pretty consistently like this same type of character. True. Like in Creed, obviously like the boxer, and kind of has this like really like tough demeanor, and that tough demeanor kind of follows through to Black Panther, same kind of vibe. And seeing him play literally against himself and really mold two completely separate actors out of himself, and two completely separate characters out of himself that feel so distinct and feel so different, and doing them both on the same day, back to back to back to back. That's really tough. Yeah. And I think this is going to be like his big breakout mold I think so. That really shows his depth and range as an actor, because again, we just don't really get to see too much of it. Yeah. Outside of that. But I'm curious your thoughts.
I know. I loved it. Cinematography, so great. Insane. There was like 2 really good one takes. I'm a sucker for a one take.
Oh, incredible. They're the best.
Note it here now. Yes. If you're ever going to win me over, it's a one take.
Period.
Yeah, the one... Oh, I don't want to say anything just in case.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, just in case you haven't seen anything.
Well, spoiler, skip to the next 15 seconds. Say it. Everyone should see it, so I don't feel bad.
That one scene when they're like in that place that they bought or rented out or whatever, where all the different cultural dance elements started appearing, that was a one take. Yeah. And just the fact of, to your point of like bringing in this historical references or doing their homework on like paying homage to like, you know, ancestry or just art in general and things. I don't know. The whole thing was that scene in general. The fact that it was a one take and it had all these historical elements, I was just like, wow, this is so cool. But yeah, cinematography, that the kid, I guess it's his younger cousin. Boy. Yeah, Preacher Boy. Great voice.
Yeah,
I'm also a sucker for a great singing voice.
Totally.
So you want to win me over? Have a great singing voice.
he was on tour with her.
Oh, really?
And she told
He's
him.
like an actual artist?
Yeah, and she told him to audition for it. He'd never acted before. He plays with her on tour.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was like,
Oh, he's like one of her musicians.
yeah, and he was like, what? And she's like, you
Oh,
need
he's
to
not like an
audition for this.
artist that like opened up for her, like an
No,
opening act.
he's one
or
of
something.
hers.
Wow.
And it's his first ever acting role, which I'm like, wow, way to hit that out of the
His
park for your
voice,
first
it
time.
was like, it was giving kind of like Giveon vibes.
Yes, yes.
Or like, yeah, I don't know. It was just like, it was like soulful. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a good singing voice. And I was just like, whoa. When he was sang in the car, when he first started doing that song,
Yes.
I was like, okay, cool.
And he
I'm here
didn't know
for
how
it.
to play the guitar before this film. He learned how to play the guitar.
Oh, really?
for
Wait,
this.
what does he do for her then?
I'm not sure if he's BV. He might be backup
Oh,
vocals.
okay. Oh,
I think so. Maybe keys or something. But I know he had to learn to play the guitar.
wow.
Like, there's just so many points. So back to your point with that scene where all the different dancers break out.
Yeah.
And it's to represent, look, where these are all these different art forms. All these different forms of music came from Black music.
Yes.
That was like the whole purpose of it. And then, do you remember in the car where
Even with the Asian references? Wow.
Well, the Asian is. I think so. I think there's a conversation. I'll have to send it to you. But obviously, the twerking and the b-boy and the rock all came from that.
DJing.
The
and all that.
DJing. But yeah, the two Asian references. Maybe that was also to pay homage to the Japanese community
Yeah, to
within the
that
1932 Clarksdale, just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're the only people who would serve both white and black.
Yeah.
But also with Slim, when they picked up Slim after he was like playing the harmonica, and they picked him up in the car and they took him back.
Which is so good, by the way.
So good. Delroy, wow. Incredible actor. And they're in the car and he sees the chain line gang of his old mates, the gang
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
guys, and he like gets up and he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then he starts to tell a story about his friend who I guess like lost their life.
Yeah.
And like never got out. And you know, he starts talking, he starts getting emotional, he just like slaps his thigh and he starts going to song. That was
Yeah.
all improv.
Wow.
That was all improv. And Michael B. Jordan going, well, you got that guitar, ain't you? That was improv too. And so Miles just had to figure something out. And he just started like,
Wow.
all right, like, and just started humming along. And they never cut camera. And they're like, just keep filming. And they kept it in.
Wow.
And he had said, Delroy had said, when that scene was coming up, he's like, I had to take a step back and I had to go over it multiple times just with myself. How do I want to approach it? What does that look like? And then I need to practice it, like just kind of run it through multiple times with them.
Yeah.
And they ran it through a very different way, like right to script.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, he's like, I don't know, I got emotional and that just kind of came out. And that's the one they went with.
Wow.
Like, I love hearing, especially like, so both of us are actors and like, I don't know, hearing stuff like that, I'm so inspired by just really letting yourself just free fall
Yeah.
into fantasy. Because that's what, I mean, acting is make-believe.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Have like a really fun mind. If you have a great mind for fantasy, you probably could act.
Yeah.
And I love
But it is like a representation of reality too.
Yes, it
Like,
is.
bringing your own experiences.
But that's what make
or,
believe.
like-
I'm making believe I am this in
Yeah.
1932. and
Or
I-
I'm bringing myself back to this point because I have gone through heartbreak.
Yes.
Or I've gone through like loss or death or things like that, where it's just like if I'm playing a character where, you know, that person experiences heartbreak,
Yeah.
loss, whatever. It's just like, okay, cool. Being vulnerable enough, being brave enough to take yourself back to that moment
Yeah.
to relive it.
Yeah.
Every time they say action.
Yeah, it's really dramatic. I remember like I did this film and it was like the part where the spoiler again, I guess. My best friend in the film dies and it was like a weeping scene where I had to like scream. It is, you know, how exhausting it is to get yourself there over and over again and to be like shaking and crying and really be in it. And after they cut the third time, I was like, right, wrap it up.
Yeah.
We got
like,
something
I think
here.
we got it, y'all.
We got something,
Somebody
yeah.
behind the camera's like, oh, I forgot to hit record. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow.
Literally, and then I had to fall off a 6 foot rock.
Yeah.
4 times in a row.
Yeah.
At one point, I almost hit my head on a rock. I was like, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
I think that's a sign to be like, you're
Yeah.
done. You're done.
Exactly.
The last thing about Sinners I will say is I was a little hesitant. I don't know if this is going to ruffle any feathers with anyone to see Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, do tell.
I don't know. I just like, maybe it's just because I see her as still like the pitch perfect girl. And she's an artist, and she's great. I like some of her songs.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
Pop girl.
yeah, where I'm like, I don't know. Like sometimes like the pop girlies trying to like be serious actors. I'm like, but I think she did a great job.
I think she did a great job.
Yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised when I honestly I forgot that she was part of the cast. So when I first saw her in her first scene in the movie, I went with my friend too, and I looked over and I was like, oh God, wait, what? I forgot she's in this. She's in this, and my friend was like, yeah, she's in this, and I was like, oh dang it, she's gonna take me out, but she brought me in.
She really did, and I was like, she did her homework.
Great job. Yeah.
You could tell she did her homework. I'm sure she like met up with multiple different acting coaches and was like, okay, like, because I think because it's been so long. Those movies came out years ago.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect in 1 and 2.
Because also isn't she Hawkeye? She's the new Hawkeye, right? She's the young Avenger.
Wait, is she?
Yeah, isn't?
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why. No, she's been in like the series. Isn't she the guy's daughter?
I don't know.
In the Marvel movies.
I don't know.
But maybe that's why I've always been like, not that like Marvel isn't people who act in Marvel movies aren't serious actors. It's just that like the character you're playing is just so like, kid with a bow and arrow, and it's like, okay, cool, cute, fun. It doesn't like require like that much.
This is the cast.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld. She's Kate Bishop.
Oh, she's the first one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I've never seen it. So.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
that's why I was just like Pitch Perfect.
Okay, I'm sure. And then you're Marvel. So
Marvel,
it's like a little,
running around town, just kind of like fighting some bad
it's not
guys.
like the craziest acting you've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, it's great.
Yeah.
And then now this, like to your point, it's like deep.
Yeah, and also too, I was like, there was a lot of exciting things, and also there's a lot of. When she spit this out, I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she's like, you can steal from them, but you can't steal this. Ah! Miss Mama, everyone there went, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Same thing with Miss Annie saying your body didn't forget me. I'm telling you, y'all grown. Okay.
I know. I was just like, who are those writers?
Literally. It was so good. We highly recommend you go see it.
Yes. 10 out of 10.
I will probably see it a second time because I miss every time I see a film. I know I miss things for sure.
Yeah.
And now obviously having insight after like listening to all these podcasts and whatever, watching all these things, I'm like, oh my God, I must see it again. And I'm like, is there going to be a Sinners 2? Like,
oh.
I don't know.
Is there talks of it?
Well, there's so many things I want to see. Like the indigenous people. What was the name of their tribe? But the indigenous people who were the vampire hunters in the beginning. Yeah. I want to hear about that. Like, could there be a prequel? That would be sick.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because like, how did they find Remick?
Yeah.
How long have they been chasing Remick? Because Remick. So the story with him is apparently he came over on the boat during 1911, and there was like a sinking or did the boat blow up? Something like the ship blew up or something like that. There was no survivors except obviously in this it was him. And so he'd already been living alone for 20 some odd years because it's 1932 and the movie starts. And also too, the spiritual significance of it too, like that they're really exposing like what Christianity has done to both cultures. Oh. And so at the end, spoiler. I mean, this whole thing has been spoilers. But when he grabs Preacher Boy and he's like full devil form, and Preacher Boy starts saying the prayer, and he's like, yeah, they prayed that over me too. I thought it'd bring me comfort. It doesn't, but I get why you're praying it. Whoa! Oh. And then all the vampires in the back also start praying, as in like, you can say this thing that they taught us and told us to pray.
It's like ineffective or something.
Yeah, like it's their version of Christianity that they're trying to like basically keep us down with, because in especially Black Southern culture, and I don't know too much about it, so I'm not gonna like over explain it or try to over explain it. But hoodoo is it's a spirituality within Black Southern culture, and so I love that they also brought that in as well. Yeah. Just. Ryan Coogler, man, awesome. It's so exciting. Also, he worked out such a great contract for himself, which is really important because I'm pretty sure he's the first Black director that got himself such a great contract, which was he gets rights 25 years after the film.
Okay.
Very rare for directors to be able to own their own work.
Yeah.
Because the studios usually own it.
Yeah.
And it's 25 years because there needs to be time for sequels and TV shows and blah, blah, blah. And they'll get it back after 25 years. He also gets dollar day one. So the first day the film ever starts making a movie, he starts getting paid. Versus usually the studio wants to be paid back in full first before the director ever
recoup all costs.
Yeah, before the director ever sees a dime, which could be, I mean, that could take forever. That could take so long. And he's like, no, I want to be paid right up front.
Yeah.
And also too, like, what were they going to say? It's a black film. Like, are you going to say no to the black director of the black film? You know
I mean, I feel like some people would actually try to do that.
I mean, glad they didn't, because how would that look? Crazy.
How do a lot of things look these days?
That's true.
People either spin it or be like, well, that's not the way we do things.
Right.
And you're crazy for trying to do things differently.
Exactly.
So you're wrong. And it's like, oh, excuse me for trying to do what's right.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So, go see it.
Wow.
So good.
Maybe that's the Can You Believe?
Yeah. Can you believe how good Sinners was? Yes.
Wow.
Give people of color the chance to make incredible art, and they will.
That part.
It really is just that simple.
Just even in general. Because aren't people saying that, like, movie theaters are, like, on the decline?
Yeah, which is really sad.
Go to the movies.
Well, it's also really expensive, so I understand why people don't. And I'm a movie freak. I love the movies. Obviously, as actors, like, please go to the movies. But I'm just saying, on the other side, I also understand, like, $20 for a movie for a lot of people right now is really tough. So
I guess
how
it
do we
is
work
more
it out?
cost effective where it's like, oh, I'll just wait for it to come to streaming because I'm already paying for a streaming
You're
service.
paying $20 a month for whatever streaming service you have. You know what I mean already.
So I'll just wait for it to come.
Yeah.
Rather
I
than
feel like
spending an
that's-
additional.
Right.
And then you have to get popcorn, so it's not just about buying the ticket.
I didn't do that, but
Oh, no, you have to. Put butter on it.
it's not vegan. So.
And a Coke Zero if you can.
Everything I do not eat, I'm like, totally love that.
And I'm not opposed to sneaking in a little candy. Sour Skittles.
I mean, the way I brought my own water bottle and my own snack, I don't care. I'm bringing it all.
You know what? To your point of it being expensive, listen, I spent enough money on the ticket. I'm bringing my own snacks in.
They gotta stop it. Can you put that as... No.
Yeah.
I spent $20. I'm bringing my own chips.
What's it to you?
Literally, I'm like, why do you care?
You got your $20.
Yeah. I think what the thing is, we need to find a way for us to lower the prices of movie tickets.
Yeah.
So that way we keep movie theaters afloat. I think that's really what it is.
Well, remember, dollar movies used to be a thing.
Huge. That was definitely a thing.
Those aren't a thing anymore.
No. And even if we brought them back just for old movies. Or movies, maybe
Well, they
change
were
every month.
movies that were like, you know, not new releases, but once a movie had been out for like, I don't know, a month or 2 months, then it would go to the dollar movies.
No.
And then you can go see it at the dollar
Was
movies.
it that quick?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that quick of a turnaround.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the movies don't stay in the regular theaters for a long
that's
time
true.
anyway.
That's true.
So it goes to the regular theater, and then you can go see it at the dollar theater to be more cost effective. And especially there used to be a dollar movie right there on Victory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and right where I live in North Hollywood, and that's already gone. But even it's a dollar movie, so it was like $1.75 or something like that, super
Wow,
cheap.
incredible.
But then on Tuesdays they would have like dollar hot dog nights.
Oh, wow.
So it would be like packed on Tuesdays because then you can get a hot dog for $1.
Yeah,
you know, like a little
crazy.
Costco situation.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But, like, that's a way to, you know, you get money, you're bringing in money.
yeah.
So why don't, even if they did, like, $5 movie, or shoot, at this point, a $10 movie, I'm like, great.
But that's what I was gonna say. I just feel like, hopefully, AMC, like, I mean, obviously they
Or
haven't
Regal.
like, or Regal, but they haven't like monopolized the market on it because I'm actually a Cinemark kind of guy.
Cool.
I'm a Cinemarker, Cinemarker.
Yeah, I'm a Regal girly, and all my friends are AMC, because AMC has monopolized.
And tickets, Tuesdays, Cinemark does it. Tickets are like $5.50.
Oh, nice, really?
So that's why I like going there because it is more cost effective. AMC. Sometimes my friends will be like, "Oh, I'm an AMC club,
Yeah, the AMC
stub,
list, the
whatever, A-list. Do you want to come with?" And I'm like, "How much are tickets?" They're like $26.
Yeah, it's
I'm
$20.
like,
And I'm like, are you okay? Baby, Regal, I'm hitting $11 for a movie.
Listen, I know the theater like isn't the nicest. I'm seeing the same movie as you for half the price.
Yeah.
And on Tuesdays for a third
Literally
of the price.
What are we doing, you guys?
I'm not going.
It's
I'm
really
not, going
not
to
that big of a
AMC.
difference between the two theaters.
The popcorn's fine. I still get a seat. It's not like I'm watching a movie like
in a rickety chair.
standing up.
Yeah.
Or something at Cinemark. Like everyone's just like, ew, Cinemark. You're a Cinemark member. You should do AMC. It's so much better. And I'm like,
it's really not.
guys, we're all watching. The screen is big enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also too, the whole thing is like, oh, it's like $24 a month for what unlimited movies. I'm like, honestly, sometimes there's not that many great movies out, so I'm not spending $30 a month to not see anything.
It's same thing with Cinemark. I get like one movie a month or something like that, but it rolls over. I'm literally at the point I can open up my account and show you. I'm literally at the point right now I have 3 credits because I haven't gone to the movies in so long.
See, there you
and
go.
I'm like, this is sufficient, and it's I pay $10 a month.
See, there you go.
And right now I can go see 3 free movies if I want.
Yeah, and Regal, just saying, has the same unlimited, and it's $21 a month. So even if you still wanted to do the whole A-list thing, just go to Regal. I grew up with a Regal around me, so I'm not really. My first ever card in my wallet.
The
was a
only
Regal
reason I'm a
Rewards
little
card.
hesitant. Oh, it flipped. The only reason I'm
do
a
that
little
every time.
hesitant on Regal is because sometimes, half of the time, they don't have reclining seats.
So
I gotta recline.
see, I'm like, I can't because I will actually fall asleep.
Oh.
So,
But you can read a book without falling asleep.
yeah, but like there's a little
There's
bit.
a whole fight scene going on in front of you, and you're like,
It's like a known. I'm telling you, like when movies are like, there's something about don't darken the lights around me and the TV's on.
oh my god.
I'm out of here. I'm out of
outta
here.
here.
Space.
Yeah.
Kiss me. Like, that's literally me. This second just
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, you
know?
and my dad.
yeah. Dad, hey.
Yeah. He will fall asleep anywhere on
Yeah.
anything.
And actually, some do have reclining seats. I think it's like the IMAX theaters have
Yeah,
reclining
probably.
seats, but like the regular ones, they don't. And I'm having a good old time.
But yeah, Cinemark, I'm an advocate.
Regal, I'm an advocate.
$10 a month, guys.
And that's really good. But how many? I think the whole thing with AMC is because they monopolize. Everyone's like, well, they're not everywhere. AMC's are everywhere, which
True.
they are true. They are actually because they're everywhere. Therefore, they should be cheaper. You have so many theaters. You could lessen the price of your movies and make still more than Cinemark and Regal because you
Probably.
have so many different locations.
Yeah.
So therefore, just like every other capitalist thing, you're just here to make money.
But yeah, Cinemark, popcorn's fine. You're seeing the same movie. They have reclining seats. And I will say, me and my friend noticed when we went to go watch Sinners, now they have a D-Box theater. They're like renovating. They're upgrading, babe. Before, they didn't have D-Box.
Wait,
and
what's
they
a
have
D-Box?
IMAX. D-Box is like, I think it's like when your chair moves.
Oh, like
and you got like the speakers.
the 3D like 3D.
It's like 40 at this
Or
point.
it's 4D, yeah, sure.
But yeah, but now
Oh, yeah,
Cinemark is
that's
starting
spooky.
to have like D-Box
Wow.
theaters.
I wanna
So
see
it's
where they
becoming just as like on the same playing field as AMC. Because AMC
Wow.
people would be like, oh, they have like nicer theaters, but then they also have like IMAX and IMAX 4D and D-Box and what's the other one?
So there's not many of them.
There's like that pristine theater at AMC. I forgot what it's always called. I always do this. I always forget what it's called. But it's like,
it's not IMAX?
no, but it's like Sony something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyways, Cinemark is also getting those theaters, so
Okay, well, amazing. I mean, the only thing is there's not really many over here. But I'm down. If they create more, if they build more, then I'm so down.
you know, if they build it, they will come.
I will be there. I love the movies. I get
They
emotional
probably
every
should. I wonder why they don't. Maybe it is
Maybe
a
it's
money
more of
thing.
an East Coast thing too.
Oh, there's a lot of Cinemark in the East Coast.
Could be.
Oh.
So I don't know. Let's look it up. But I get emotional every single time I'm in the movie theater because I know it's what I'm meant to do. Every single time I get there, I'm like, ugh, like the movies are special.
It really
So
is.
we really
I love
have
it.
to keep them around. It really
I,
is
I
important.
love solo movie dates.
Same.
I
go to
have
movies
like
by myself
some
quite
genre
often.
of movie sometimes, like if it's like a little chick flick or
Yes.
something.
Go
I
by
actually love
yourself.
going by myself. I get my snacks, I prop up my feet, reclining seats, prop up my feet, and I'm just like ready to just lock in for 2 hours, no phone.
Yes.
I'm just in a different world. I'm watching this love story unfold We all know how it's going to end, but I'm excited to be here.
100%. And I'm the biggest advocate for a solo date ever. I love a solo reading date. I love a solo dinner date. I love a solo movie date. Like,
Ooh, solo dinner date's a little harder for me, but
it's tough. It's
I think
not
I can
easy.
do it. Yeah.
It's not easy. I think always work your way up. Go to the bar, eat at the bar.
Yeah.
It's like the solo table date, toughie.
Yeah.
That you are a risk taker.
Yeah.
But that's also the best way to meet people, because you will talk to the bartender if you're at the bar, for sure.
Which I love doing.
Sometimes you will
Strike
won't
up a
talk to people
convo.
next to you. Sometimes you won't. But when you're by yourself at the table, every server's like, "Oh my god, I need to go talk to them because I feel like they're." And so
Really?
Yeah. Then you really start like chatting with all the different servers. Come by.
Oh, the servers. I was
Did
just
you like
thinking
that?
like
That was good, right? I'm like,
people coming up, like
No.
other
no,
patrons.
no. But all the servers just come talk to you,
Oh, okay.
which is actually pretty fun. I mean, I love having like a quick server conversation, because like it's like when you work in a retail store, you're so comfortable with it. You just go up to anybody, you're like, "Oh, that shirt looks great," and you kind of move on to,
Yeah.
because you work there. It's like
Yeah.
And so when you're in a restaurant, it's the same thing. Every server's like, "That chicken is crazy, right? It's so good."
You're
If
like,
you need
yeah,
anything,
totally.
I know Tom's on the table, but if you need anything else, let me know. I'm Barb. I'm like, okay, thanks, Barb.
Yeah. Thanks, Barbs. Yeah, but definitely with like a solo table dinner date, I'm a watcher. I'm a looker.
Oh, I'm people watching like crazy.
It is so awkward for me if I'm just like eating by myself, just locking eyes with people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know where to look. I don't know.
Because you don't look
where
like a
to go.
freak and just only be looking at your food.
I'll just go on my phone. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just gonna eat and like scroll on my phone.
That's why I have an e-reader. Because at least I'm on my phone.
Okay. Well, yeah, and you're being productive and doing something you like too.
Yeah.
You're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Bring a
I
book.
can't do something I like while eating. I can't like play volleyball.
No, but you
In
could
the
bring
restaurant.
a book.
I don't like that though. Welcome to Anyways, where we keep it real.
I feel like that's this week's episode. I can't speak. I think I just had an aneurysm.
Oh my god! All right, well, we're gonna go take Che to the hospital. But thanks so much, guys, for tuning into another episode.
Yeah.
Listening to us kiki, and hopefully there was some topics in there that you resonated with, that you disagree with, that you have some ideas about. So let us know.
Let us know. Go see Sinners. Let us know what you think. Comment. Let us know after you've seen it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you skipped the whole 30 minutes with spoilers. If you didn't, don't know what to tell you.
Go see Sinners. Let us know if you're feeling the flirty energy
Yes.
around this time.
Yes.
And also, if you do go see Katy Perry's New World Tour, let us know if it's just as interesting
Wow, that's nice.
as those clips that we showed you.
And on that note, we'll see you next week's.
All right, see you next time. Thanks so much, y'all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.